Alright, good evening dear students. We're gonna start the lesson, okay? I hope you're doing well. Please, let's go over our Google Drive folder. I have uploaded right now this document that is actually a speaking guide, okay? Within this document you will find several useful phrases so you can support yourselves in your speaking tasks, okay? It is divided into speaking part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so as I told you, today we're gonna have a whole simulation of the speaking section, okay? So please, open up this document. Are you ready? Let me know please if you can listen to me.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Nice.
Yes, all good.
So please support yourselves, okay, with this. And try to use phrases like this. I am quite into, instead of saying I like or I really like. I tend to spend my free time doing anything. What I enjoyed most is, okay, phrases like this. So let's start. This is the part 1 of the Peter First exam of the speaking section, and this is called the interview, as you know. And for each question the examiner will give you like 1 minute for each one. So my dear Adela, please help me out. You're gonna start. Tell me, when was the last time that you went on holiday and what kind of activities did you do? 1 minute, please.
Okay, the last time I went on holiday, maybe it was Christmas, and I tend to spend that time with my family or my relatives in general. What I enjoyed most about that meetings was to catch up with my cousins because they live in other cities, so I could talk a little bit about what are they doing, or maybe they about their jobs, and also the food. We cooked some dishes with my family. Well,
Okay.
they did it. Okay,
Yes.
I'm just help with some little stuff.
Alright. Thank you so much. The next question, please. Let me see. Ariel, please, you go. When you're on holiday,
Okay.
how do you like... Okay, tell me.
Oh no, I want to ask what is the question?
Oh yeah. When you're on holiday, how do you like to travel? And why?
How I like to travel. I didn't enjoy to travel too much in on holiday. I could say I'm not quite into traveling.
You're not. So you don't like to travel.
Yes, but it's correct the way that I said I'm not
Yes,
quite
I'm not quite into traveling. Yes.
into travel.
Okay.
Because I really consider that our holidays, for example, the last holiday that we had, Christmas, are time with excessive amount of people traveling, and I consider it could be risky, especially in Christmas, New Year.
Alright, thank you so much, my dear. Camila, please, you go next. How often do you travel abroad? And tell me if you would like to travel more.
Well, I don't travel often. Maybe only vacations. Um, the where I travel the most is what
Okay,
the question.
have you ever traveled to another country?
Yes, yes. The
And how often do you do that?
oh,
How often do you do that? How often do you travel to another country?
not often.
Not often. Okay.
I only travel to another country 2 years. To twice.
Twice. Okay.
Uh-huh. The first was to New York, and
Okay.
second one was travel to Punta Cana on my vacations.
Okay.
They are the only two moments that I well second.
Okay. Thank you so much. Next, try to support yourself with that useful phrases that I provide you with in that document. Okay. The next question, please. Paulo, please tell me. Is there any country that you would like really to visit in the future? Why or why not?
Yes, I have I want to travel to France because because I speak
What do you know
uh,
about the culture of this country?
oh well I love the for how they speak. Okay, so I know a little French, so I like that, and also I like the food, and because in France they have a lot of places to go, and a new, and for me it's good learn the culture of other country.
Okay, there you are. Thank you so much. Next one, please. Abigail, please. Good evening. Tell me, how do you like to spend your free time, and why?
Right. So in my case, I enjoy to walk with my pets. Also, make sport. For example, drive my bicycle.
To, sorry,
Just
sorry for that. Excuse me, please. You said make a sport is to practice a sport. Okay,
thank,
don't forget. Keep going, please.
thank you. Why? Just because I love animals. I adore to run behind my pets, or also when I'm mm, trying to practice for a marathon. I
Okay.
like to do this with my pets and drive my bicycle just because it's my way to be punctual and avoid the traffic.
Okay.
That's the way that that are the things that I like to do when I have free time.
Alright, thank you so much. For those who have just joined right now, I have uploaded to a document in the Google Drive folder. It looks like this. Is this one? It's a list of phrases, several phrases, useful phrases that you can use to support yourselves when performing every single task. Okay, it is divided into the part 1, the interview, the part 2, the long turn, the part 3, the collaborative task, and the part 4, the discussion. Okay, so try to use these phrases. We're gonna practice this right now. Okay? So, the next one. Next person is Vanessa, please. Good evening, how are you doing? Tell me, do you enjoy watching TV? Why or why not? Hello, are you there? Oh no, she's not here. Alright. So in that case, Ariel, please.
Okay, the same question.
Yes.
Okay, that's an interesting question because I don't. I hardly ever see television, but when I want to see a TV series or a specific series, I really enjoy to watching TV. But it's not usually that I see or use the television.
Alright. That is. Only one thing here is to highlight is that you told Siri. Either, no matter if you're talking about in singular or in plural, we say TV series. Okay?
Okay, thank
Don't forget. The next one, please. Camila, do you think people spend too much time watching TV nowadays in the current society? Tell us, why or why not?
I think the people yes yes I'm agree with the idea of people that spend too much time watching TV nowadays, but maybe not the youngest people, maybe the older people, because the younger people prefer to use another platform like Netflix or Disney or another streaming apps. So I think maybe the older people could use more TV than the younger. But yes, I think they spend much time.
Okay, thank you so much. The next person is going to be Adela, please. Have you ever appeared on TV? Yes or not? If so,
Well,
tell us about it.
yes, I have appeared on TV sometimes because when I was younger, I used to play in a municipal band, and we also had interviews about the genre or to promote the music project in the communities.
Alright.
Also, we record some videos from some songs, and I used to play the saxophone in some videos that we work we worked in that time.
Yes. When you use this phrase work, remember that it's always followed by the preposition on. Work on something, okay? So don't
Okay.
forget. Thank you so much. Vanessa, please, you're back. Tell me, is there a program, a TV program, or a TV show that you particularly enjoyed watching? Tell us
Good
about
evening,
that.
teacher and classmate. I'm
Good
sorry,
evening.
I have a connection, but recently I can enter to the
Okay.
classes. While answering your question, in particular, no. I like to watch different programs or maybe movies. No, only I spend time with my son watching TV together. It's about of the cartoons and other drawings of my son. No more.
Okay. Don't forget, we don't say when it comes to talking about characters, like in TV shows, we use the word characters, okay, not drawings. So don't forget, okay? That's
Okay.
it. Okay. Who wants to try the previous question? Have you ever appeared on TV? In the case that you have never appeared on TV. How could you answer that? Please, let me see. Camila, please. Have you ever appeared on TV?
Yes, but when I was younger.
Okay, so you, yes, okay. Who wasn't appeared on TV? Maybe you, Abigail? Have you ever appeared on TV?
Yes. No yet. I not appeared on TV yet.
Yes, okay. Paulo, have you ever appeared on TV?
No, for the moment, no, because uh, I don't, I don't like the cameras, and so I don't like that.
Okay, so I would like to show you how to answer this question in the case that you haven't never appeared on TV, because it is advisable to be prepared in this kind of cases in which nothing comes to your mind when it comes to talking about a specific subject or a theme or topic. Okay, for example, in this case, you can say if you have never appeared on TV, you can say no. I have never appeared on TV. However, it is advisable to use connectors while you are speaking as well. However, I think it could be an interesting experience. Although I might feel a little bit nervous because being on television requires confidence, especially when speaking in front of a large audience. Okay? In that way, I want you to organize your ideas. Okay? So let's give it a go to the next one. Okay, we're gonna repeat it again, but this time I want you to do it better, okay? Well organized ideas. So Abigail, please, you're gonna start. When was the last time that you went on holiday? And what did you do?
The last time that I went to a holiday was on December. I went to Riobamba to visit a friend and just enjoy the end of the year. And I also
New Year's Eve?
meet to my little cousin.
So you went there to spend time with your friends to celebrate New Year's Eve, right?
Yes.
Alright, that is. The second one, please. Paulo, when you're on holiday, how do you like to travel? And why?
Well, I like to travel in in my own car. Is that's um, 120.
Okay.
Well, I like to go with my girl. I like to go to the beach. I really like that.
Okay. Instead, I would like to give you a model answer for this question. You can say, for instance, okay, I could say that I'm gonna travel by plane, okay? So you can say, when I am on holiday, I would prefer or I would rather to travel by plane because it saves a lot of time, especially when visiting another country. I also like traveling independently rather than on organized tours or something like that, since it gives me more freedom to explore places at my own pace and maybe make more spontaneous decisions. Okay? Just like this. Please. The
Okay,
next one,
thank you.
please. Vanessa, please. How often do you travel abroad? Another country. And would you like to travel more and why?
I always visit Colombia because I live in Tulcan, and so I I would like to travel and maybe France, and because I like to know new cities, new countries, and new different cultures about of the world, and sometimes of my country, Ecuador.
Okay, thank you so much. My dear Ariel, please. Is there any country that comes to your mind when it comes to visiting places in the future? Why and why not?
Okay, I was thinking about the
Alright,
countries.
don't worry.
Um, well, in my opinion, I really consider as for Canada as a country that I need to know sometimes in my life. And the exact reasons I don't have too much to say because I don't know the country, but the things that I could read in social media, in the news, or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
um, told me, sorry, uh, I don't know how to express something that, for example, in Spanish, to say me dice in rhetoric
Something,
form.
something that tells me, you can say, or provides me with.
Okay, provides me that it's a country with a high level of culture, with a lot of things that I could know, with an extremely high level of lakes and
Yes,
so on.
they are large lakes, okay? In that point, in that case, that you don't know so much about the culture of a country, you can speculate, right? You can come up with your ideas. It is not necessary to know all about the country. For example, you can see personally, uh, I have always dreamed of visiting Japan in my case, for instance, and you can say, yes, I would really like to visit this country, in this case Japan, in the future because I am fascinated by the contrast between the modern technology and the traditional culture. I would love to experience the food, visit historical temples, and take a look at how daily life works in such a different society. You see, you can speak like that, and it doesn't matter if you don't know anything about the country, okay? So don't forget that.
Okay, thank you.
Camila, please. How do you like to spend your free time? In what ways do you like to spend your free time and why? For instance, in this case, I would like to show you this. Let me look for it. Okay, please. I don't know where is it.
Mm, something like I honestly prefer spend my free time with my family. I
Okay.
can spell with this phrase.
Yes.
So I prefer spend my free time with my family, but I spend my free time with my pet. I have a little kitty, so I take care of they when I'm
Take
in
care
my,
of them, right? Take
of
care
them
of them, yes.
of them when I'm in my free time. Also, I like to draw. So when I go to some tourist um, um, place, I
Touristic
would
places.
like to draw the I don't know how to say by second.
Landscapes, okay?
Okay, the landscapes. Yes.
Alright. So please, don't get nervous. That is your enemy, okay? Don't get nervous. Just let it flow, okay? Thank you so much, my dear Camille. Don't worry. The next one is going to be. Who's missing? Alela, please. Do you prefer Yes, do you prefer to spend your free time alone or with your friends? And tell me your reasons, please.
Well, that depends on my mood because most of the time I like to spend the time by myself doing things alone because like I'm working with little kids. The whole day I just listen little people screaming, yelling, playing, and laughing. So in my case, I really can stand for a long time that situation. So I need be in silence, alone, in a quiet place. But on weekends, I like to see my friends to spend a little time walking on the parks and talking.
Alright, thank you so much. Abigail, please. Is there any leisure activity, time activity, that you would like to try to give it a go? Which one it is and why?
On this year, I want to practice or play. I don't know what is the correct word. Kendo. That is
What is that about?
Japanese. It's a Japanese martial art, and I want to practice this. On this year, I found a place, and I only need to organize my time.
So, do you like to
Uh,
fight? It's like that?
excuse?
Do you like to fight? It's something like that?
Yes,
Oh,
I like this.
really?
You need to fight with swords, and I like the martial arts, and I want to try this year with kendo.
Alright.
And the reason is because it's something that I always want to do since when I was a little child, but I don't find resources, time, or a place on which I feel comfortable, comfortable, excuse. So I want to do it on this year.
Alright, thank you so much. So please guys, don't forget to perform like this in this kind of task. So now, let's move on to the next part, that is the part 2, the long turn, in which you have to compare these photographs, okay? So for that I need you to work in pairs. So, what happens here? In this part, as you know, you're gonna have like 1 minute, exactly 1 minute to complete this task, okay? But you don't have to compare these photographs just for the sake of doing it. No, you have to compare these two photographs at the same time that you answer the question, okay? And what happened next? Your speaking partner is going to talk, right? And you have to pay close attention to what your speaking partner is talking about. Why? Because the examiner is going to ask you a question related to these pictures, or maybe, perhaps, a question related to what your speaking partner was talking about. Okay, so that is what you have to pay close attention to what your speaking partner is saying. Alright? And actually is what I'm gonna do with you right now. So, let me think. Camila, please, and Paulo, you're gonna start. You both. First Camila and then you, okay? 1 minute per each one. What are these people, enjoying about spending time together in these different places? Camila, please, 1 full minute. And you, Paulo, you have to pay close attention to what she's going to say, okay?
What I see on the pictures, the first picture is a family with a little kid. So they are on the maybe the maybe in the beach
Alright.
or in the lake. I'm not sure. Spend the time of the vacations maybe. And in the second picture, I saw I see a couple maybe
Yes,
that move on their new house.
yes.
They are planning where is the H object will be on the house. Um, I think.
Alright. You have to talk for 1 full minute, okay? So before you continue, I would like to provide you with a kind of model answer so you can do it, okay? So please listen closely. You can say in the first picture, we can see a family spending time outdoors, just because they are those, possibly near a lake or maybe at the beach. The parents are playing with their young child, it seems to be that, and they look like they are relaxed and happy. It seems that they are enjoying the opportunity to bond as a family, to strengthen their relationship as a family, and share a playful moment away from daily routines. Unlike in the second picture, I can see a couple which is sitting on the floor, surrounded by moving boxes, while looking at something what appears to be a house plan or maybe a map. Maybe they are probably enjoying planning their future together, perhaps moving into a new flat or apartment. What they seem to be doing is working as a team and sharing an important life decision, alright? So, overall, or in conclusion, you can say, in both pictures, these people are enjoying spending time together because they are sharing meaningful experiences. Okay? You can do it like this. So
Okay.
please, now, Paulo, tell me, what do you think about spending time outdoors with your family?
Well, in the first picture,
No, no, only
I
answer the
I
question,
see
please.
a family.
Sorry.
They are just
Sorry, my dear Paulo. You just have to
what?
answer the question that I ask you right now, and then you have to compare, alright? Tell me,
Right.
what do you think about spending time outdoors with your family?
Mm, well, uh, for a long time that I tried to pass with my family because we just share little moments when it's a it's a important date, important day. Maybe could be New Year or Christmas. We only share that moment, but for mm, but in other but we don't share any moment uh, for travel or make something like that. We don't do that. Maybe 10 years ago, because my father's work, I work and study, and I don't, I don't, it doesn't matter mm, shared moments like that.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Perfect. Now
It
it's your
doesn't.
time, okay? It's your turn. In 1 full minute, tell me what are these people enjoying about spending time together? Please, go ahead.
Well, in the first picture, I see a family. They are sharing a moment with a little kid. Maybe for for me a good um, recuerdos. I don't like that.
Memories.
They are making memories.
Yes?
Yes, and I suppose they are in a lake.
Mm-hmm.
And in the second photo, I see a girl and boy. They are maybe build a new house, and they are thinking about that, how they will spend their time. I can see they are happier, and I don't know what more.
Okay, don't worry. Yes, it doesn't matter because we're starting with this, okay? So perfect. Now, tell me please, Camila. Paulo told us something very interesting, that it doesn't matter the place that you're spending time with your beloved ones, but it is about the experience, the rewarding experience of spending time with the ones that you love. What do you think about that?
I'm considering there is a great idea because um, there is important to spend time with our families, and maybe sometimes it's not. Um, don't have the opportunity to go to a special place or to travel to another country. But if we do some activities or enjoy our time together, there are a good experience and a greatest moment and memories with our families or special people. I think.
Okay, you can say unforgettable memories, okay? That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please, the next team is going to be Abigail and Adela, please. Okay? You go, the same. What are these people enjoying about spending time together? You're gonna start first. Abigail, please. Go ahead. One full
So
minute.
on the first, thanks. On the first picture, I can observe a happy family that are located on the landscape. Maybe can be a lake or also a beach, but they are too happy with this little kid, and the father are making acro yoga movements.
Alright.
On the second place, I observe a young couple that maybe are moving a new department or are speaking about plants, the plans that they have, just because they have thank you, they have a little piece of paper in front of them, and they are enjoying just of drinking orange juice.
Nice, perfect. Okay. Just one thing. In that part of the second picture, you told us something very interesting. And your idea, I think it could be they are probably enjoying the excitement of starting a new chapter in their lives. You could say it like that, okay? Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, okay. Please, my dear Adela, please, what do you think about what Abigail has just told us?
About the new beginnings.
Yes.
Well, in this case, well, if we refer to the picture, it's maybe an mix of emotions, because most of the time when we start doing something new for the first time, is kind of, first of all, maybe scary, but when you do it with a person you love, like in the picture, it seems, it doesn't matter if you're really scared, because you're building something new with someone that can support you and provides you of security about the
Confidence.
decision of moving together.
Yes, confidence, okay? We have to say confidence, because security we use it in different kind of context.
In dangerous, maybe this.
Or dangerous or harmful,
Yes.
right?
Sorry.
Yes. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. Now, please, you Adela, please. 1 full minute. What are the people enjoying about spending time together?
Okay. First of all, in both pictures, I can see really happy people. And the first one is a small family that they are spending time the parents and are maybe building some memories to their little kid because they are playing with him. In the second one, maybe is a couple that already moved into a new house, and they are deciding or they are making up about how to organize the places of their house, of their new place. And they are talking really happy and excited about looking the map of the house and thinking about what they are maybe the decoration they are going to use or the places they want to start unpacking first.
Okay, nice. Now tell me, Abigail, please. What do you think about what Adelas has just told us right now?
It's so interesting just to um observe that maybe can be the map house. Is an excellent idea just because they are planning their future life on this new place, and also they are organizing their new life, and it's just the first part. And the second part can be their plans. For example, when they became parents, and I like too much the way in which Adela describes those pictures.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Now it's time to work with Vanessa and you're going to perform this task with me, okay? But for that, I need a volunteer. Who can help me? Who wants to be the teacher just for a while?
Teacher, but I didn't speak yet.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you were the first one, no?
No, it was Camille.
Alright, so in that case, you're gonna work with Vanessa, okay? So get ready. But this time, you're gonna work on that. This one. In this case, the question is, why have these people chosen to eat in these different places? 1 full minute, please. You're gonna start. Vanessa, please.
White, in the first picture, I consider that they prefer eat to eat in that place, and because they came to talk about the business or maybe about your studies, your jobs, and also have now time together in the motivate such as a friends. And the second picture, I consider that they show me. Let me see, please.
Yes, sorry.
Thank you.
There you are.
The second picture, I consider that they enjoy eating pizza together with friends and spend time talking about your things, not about the business or your studies. Only hang out with friends and your free times. And that moment, I think that's special for them. And I think that a special occasion um, have a meeting and when they have a free time.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, please, Ariel, tell me. Vanessa has just mentioned something very interesting that is, what do you think about the idea of hanging out with friends in order to take a break from routine?
Could you repeat? I didn't understand the last part.
Okay, what do you think about this idea of hanging out with friends in order to take a break from routines, from daily routine?
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, I really consider that to hang out with your friends. It's a special, oh, well, not just with your friends, also with your family, your partner, or and so on. It's incredible way to break out the stress and the problems on the office and the work, and it's a way to avoid, for example, to have burnout or something like that.
Nice, interesting. Okay, now please, you go. One full minute, please. The same question. Why have these people chosen to eat in these different places?
Okay, so the first thing that strikes me about the first picture is that both girls are using an uniform, or well, I consider it an uniform, but also both have some office instruments. For example, I don't know if that is a book or note, but I think that they are eating while they're staying their works. So maybe they choose that time to eat because they don't have more time to eat.
Yes.
So that's one the highest difference with the second picture, that I could see a group of friends sharing a good time, spending a good time. It could be a special occasion or just a friends that decide to spend time with their beloved ones.
To get together, you can say. To get together.
To get together. Okay.
Yes, alright. Yes. So please, Vanessa. Ariel has just mentioned something very interesting, that is burned out. What comes to your mind when you hear this word, burned out? Tell us a little bit about it.
Can you repeat?
Okay, Ariel mentioned something very interesting, that is burned out. Burned out. What comes to your mind when you hear this word?
Burnout, what does mean burnout?
Burnout is when you feel, when you overfeel actually, with like overwhelmed, you feel like disappointed, that you are running out of energy. Basically, you are in a really, really bad mood.
Mm, It's when I consider that the first point is um, enjoying the place, yeah.
Alright?
But but in a special occasion, it's necessary to choose the correct way the restaurant when you go to hang out with friends or pass time, spend time with the classmates or mates about of the job, and one more, I don't know.
Alright, that's it. Thank you so much. Okay, don't worry. In this kind of questions, you don't have to speak just for a while, okay? So now it's time to work on the part 3, which is called the collaborative task. But just let me... Yes, like that. Okay. Can you see clearly my screen? This exercise. Yes?
Yes.
Alright, that's it. Okay, so in this case, Paulo and Adela, please, you're gonna start. For this task, you have 2 minutes to talk about all of them, if possible, these options. And then you're gonna have only 1 minute to reach to an agreement. Alright? So get ready, please. And the main question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of studying in these places? In the park, in the living room, at the library, at a friend's house, and in the bedroom. Alright? So please, go ahead. Remember that this is an interactive conversation. It's a dialogue. So go ahead, please.
Well, Adela, what are the advantage and disadvantage of studying these places? Maybe I, the library, you like?
Well, in my opinion, or in my case, I could say that the for me the best place to study any subject, if I'm going to do it by myself, is at the library because quiet places help me to concentrate. In other hand, maybe if I working with a partner, a friend's house is a good place too. I don't think a bedroom is a good place because most of the time we associate the places about our routines. In that case, a bedroom maybe could invite you to sleep or feel tired or maybe just want to rest. What do you think about studying in at the park or in the living room?
Well, I don't like the park because it's very noisy. I don't like that. Maybe I could choose the living room because could be alone and focus on a topic. And I agree with you how you as you tell me because the library and a friend's house is a good place for study. And a bedroom, I don't like that idea because as you tell me, uh, sometimes I feel tired and maybe I will sleep, and that's not the idea.
Do you think maybe in a practical situation, maybe if we are learning vocabulary, the park could be a good place? Maybe, to be in a real life, real situation to learn about vocabulary or something else?
Mm, maybe at the part I can learn something new.
In your case, which of the five places could be better and which one could be the worst?
Okay, in my case, I could choose the friend house, and a bad idea could be the park because they're noisy. And for you?
In my case, I rather be in a library. That's my the favorite place, and the least place could be a bedroom because I tend to sleep. I love taking naps, so in my case, doesn't be a good option.
Okay,
Okay, please
thank
stop. Thank you so much. Now you have to reach to an agreement and decide what is the most suitable place to study. So please, one full minute.
Well, what do you think about? I'm going to insist on the library because maybe if we need information of any books, well, I get I am used to reading in physical books, searching the information in the old ways. Um, I don't know. How about you?
Well, in my case, uh, I like the idea of a study of a friend's house because we can share uh, the ideas and learn something new. Maybe make a brainstorm for learn something new.
When was the last time that you study at a friend's house?
Well, the last time I studied was 4 months ago because right now I'm living here in Quito.
What was the topic about?
I can tell you
Okay,
sorry.
thank you
That's
so
a
much.
complicated
Time's up.
Okay.
Time's up, okay? Try to finish your speech by closing with an agreement phrase. For example, you can say, "Shall we agree on that?" And the speaking partner is going to say, "Oh yeah, it's alright. I agree with you." And that's it, okay? So you have to reach to an agreement like this, okay? So don't forget. Thank you so much, my dear Paulo and Adela, okay? And now, Camila plays in Vanessa. You're gonna go. The same. What are the advantages and disadvantages of studying in these different places? 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, in my opinion, one of disadvantages of studying in a friend's house could be the difficult to concentrate.
To get
Maybe
focused. To keep or to get focused. You can say sorry.
uh,
Excuse me.
to keep focus because when you are with your friends, sometimes you just spend time doing other things like um, take a nap or maybe playing video games. So I think there is a disadvantage of friend's house. What do you think about this?
I agree with you, Camila. And I consider that study at my house is difficult to get a focus on study because only spend time with playing or talking about your things. I don't know more, but I consider that it is important or have more advantage in the library because we can get more information. Only it's a quiet place, and I think that is more adequate place for our studies. And what do you think about the study in the park?
Maybe in the park, I consider it's not a security place. Yeah, I feel it's nowadays the park is an insecure place, so I think maybe it's not a good idea to study in the park. But in my country where it's safe, maybe it's a beautiful idea to study in the park. Maybe could have bring the opportunity to um, try new forms to study. But I think for me the better place to study is the living room, maybe, because where I live the library is not near, so I prefer to study in my own house. So I think it's better the living room. You agree?
Mm. What are the advantages to
Okay,
study in the
stop
library?
please. Thank you so much. Now you have 1 minute to reach to an agreement on what is the most proper place to study in. Go ahead please, 1 full minute.
I think maybe the library could be the better place to study, but it depends of the context maybe because in my how I said before after before my house is far from a library.
Okay, that's nice. I consider that the same place, but I think that we have advantages in studying in the living room because we have a quiet place also because we feel comfortable in our house and is the most important in the our studies. Um, Also, is the most important or the better place the living room because we have a lot time searching information with our connection on the internet or with our things in the house, asking
Yeah, I said. Go ahead.
I said at the moment the better place to study is the living room and the library. And because both have a lot of things to study and maybe books and also a good connection of the internet to the research, searching information. I consider that. And you?
Yes, I'm agreeing with you. I think it depends on the context, what I say before, but yeah, I agree with you. Yes.
Alright. Thank you so much, my dear Camila and Vanessa. That's it. And now please get ready, Ariel and Abigail. Okay? So you go next. The same. Please go ahead. 2 minutes. Okay,
Thanks.
there you go.
Dear Ariel, what are the advantages and disadvantages of study on the park? I want to listen your opinion.
Okay, to study in the park, I really enjoy to study in the park, but I perfect the ability to study anywhere. But I consider at least in our country had a lot of disadvantage. Uh, Talking about a specific way about the safety, it's an unsafety place. But what do you think about that?
For example, I enjoy to reading a book on the park. I'm relaxing, but I agree with you about the security. Shamefully, is no more a secure place, but I like to read. Also, to studying, I consider that is few complicated because you need to more concentrate and you can't just read and pay attention that nobody assault you. But another option. What do you think about the living room?
Well, the living room to me is the only one that is not a good place to study because it's the only one place not only about these five options but also in general way the only place that I couldn't get concentrate. But what do you think about that?
It's not a good place in my case just because the living room is near to dinner room and my parents love to turn on television at the same time to writing on the cellular phone or if they can turn on radio and I can't concentrate even if it is a big place but in my case it's not a good option. So on my case what is a good option is the library just because when I study my major I always went to Benjamin Carrion Library. I don't know if you have listened about this, but library is a good option for me. And in your case,
To me, to me, it's a little bit tricky because, to me, as I said, I get perfect the technique to study and read in anywhere in any place. Or so I could study in my bedroom, in a friend's house, the library, the park, and in the street, and the bus on the bus. Sorry, less the living room.
I admire you. I can just do another activities. For example, on the bus is a good idea. But when I require to be 100% of concentrate, I am required to stay on a silent place without
Alright,
noise.
thank you so much. Time is over. Now you have 1 minute to reach to an agreement on what do you think is the most peaceful and quiet place to study. Go ahead.
I insist on the library just because, first of all, it's a place that are out of my house that I need to organize my time just because it's not my house. I avoid to procrastinate. Also, in my case, is my first option the library, and the last option the bedroom because I get sleep easily. And also, I noticed that Ariel don't have any problem just because he can concentrate in any place. I admire you, but what is the best place for you?
Okay, it's clear that the library is the obviously answer, but to me it's not like that. To me, it's better to study in my bedroom where I have a desk with a specific area of study. So to me, the best option is to study in my bedroom.
Okay, you have to say, don't forget. Shall we agree on that? Okay. By the way, another useful phrase that you can use here instead of saying all of the time "I agree with you" is "I am with you on that." Okay, which is the same. So you can replace it. Okay.
Thanks.
In this case, I would like to perform with a volunteer to show you how exactly is the way that you have to perform in this task. Who wants to try it with me? Let me know, please.
I teach. Maybe
Who?
me.
Adela?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so please. The rest of you guys, please try to take notes of the phrases that I'm gonna use and the way that I'm gonna organize the ideas, okay? Because this is so important. So please. Shall we start, my dear Adela, please? What about the library? Shall we start by looking at the library? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Because according to me, the academic atmosphere that you can feel here is very motivating because seeing others' works or studying helps yourself stay focused. What do you think?
I'm with you in that case because there's no distractions and we can work on the topic what we could learn or want to learn about.
Do you think it is the best place and the most silent place to study in? The library.
Yeah, the library.
Yes.
Yeah, in my opinion and in my case, it's the better place to study and keep your mind focused on what we want to learn.
I see what you mean, but sometimes libraries can be a little bit quiet and even stressful during exam, for example, when you're studying for an exam. But on the other hand, studying in a bedroom is much more comfortable because you have all your things around you. What do you think?
Maybe that could be a good point, but most of the time you have things that could distract you about the work you have to do. Maybe you feel tired or bored in some point of the time of we are studying, and you maybe want to, I don't know, maybe use Xbox or watch videos or just rest on the bed.
Yes, that's true because do you think the same that the bedroom has too many distractions? For example, the bed is right there, right? Near to you, and next to you. And it is very tempting to take a nap instead of studying, right? In some cases.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Um, Perhaps the living room. Do you think it is a better balance? It is comfortable but more open? What do you think?
It's a good option too. If the place it doesn't have maybe a television or isn't near to the dining room or really close to the dining room where you can maybe be distracted by the smell of food or just want to pick some snacks. That could be a good option if you don't have that kind of distractions. What do you think about it?
Alright, I think I got another point because, for example, it can be very useful if you need to explain things to each other, right? In, for instance, a friend's house, I think it could be a suitable place. But however, in my experience, I usually end up like chilling up with them, chatting about other things, and not studying at all. What do you think about that?
Well, yeah, maybe if you have a friend with a house where there's a
Because at
there,
the end, I think it is more of a social medium than a study session, right?
it depends if you have to work in pairs or in groups, or in that case could be suitable. But if in that house there are kids or maybe a lot of people, you can get distracted easily.
Alright, that's it. Now we have to reach to an agreement, okay? And we have 1 minute. Well, my dear Adela, we have talked about all of them. And which one do you think is the most effective for a long day of work or study?
Maybe we shall agree that the library is a good place to um, can concentrate and be comfortable with um, the, the space.
Alright. Even though I said that it can be a little bit stressful, I still think that the library is the most effective because of the atmosphere that you can feel there, and everyone else is working, so it motivates you to keep going, to push yourself further.
Yeah, that's sure.
So, are you with me on that?
Yes, I'm
Alright,
with you in that.
that's it. Thank you so much. Okay? In that way, is that you have to perform this task, guys, okay? So don't forget, you have to organize your ideas, try to use proper phrases depending on the context that you're talking about. Try to use connectors as well, linking words, and don't get nervous. That is the major problem. Because if you get nervous, your mind will go blank, and that is not suitable to you. Okay? So, let me look for another part to keep on practicing, okay? Because today's lesson is about all about speaking. Okay, let me choose one. Let me pick up one of you. Camila, please. How often do you have to study nowadays? Why and why not? How often do you have to study nowadays?
Um, Nowadays I have to study often, very often, because I'm going to prepare to do a postgraduate exam. So I have to take a schedule of my studies, and I have to review a lot of themes, and also I have to take care of my time to try to uh, have all the knowledge that I have to know for the exam.
To acquire knowledge, right?
So,
Yes, perfect. Ariel, please, if you had a chance to change something, of course, what would you like to study in the future?
What I would like to study in the future. Hmm.
Or maybe
What
there
I
is
was
nothing.
interest-
Okay, keep going, please.
Yes,
Sorry.
I was thinking about some expressions that I can use.
All right, take your time.
What I'm interested to study in the future is to complete an studies in the area of psychiatry as a postgraduate in medicine. But also, I consider that, well, I see myself as someone that is not just a medical, as a doctor of physician practice. So I would like to study another thing, for example, about the art or something like that. I would like to learn how to draw in a professional way or something like that. And I consider that both could be a good answer.
Okay, nice, great. Thank you so much. Paula, please tell me, do you think that it is useful to study a foreign language?
Yes, for me it's important because you don't know when you meet a person that speak other language. In my case, could be French, or so. I like
I don't know if
the
you're
idea
having trouble with your network
for
connection, but I can't listen to you so well.
understand what the people say.
Alright, thank you
So
so much.
sorry, it's my internet.
Alright,
It's
I
not
thought
good.
it was mine. I thought it was mine, but I guess not. Okay, anyways, thank you so much. In your opinion, my dear Vanessa, what's the worst thing about studying?
Mm.
Vanessa?
And what worse?
Yes, the worst thing about studying.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about it.
Faster verbs.
No, in your opinion, what is the worst
Um,
thing about studying?
worse. Well, I consider that our words it's important to learn vocabulary, extend our speech. And it's most important to practice the language with other people too.
No more than that?
No,
Alright, don't worry, thank you so much. Abigail, please. Do you enjoy the family celebrations? Why or why not?
Yes, I enjoy the family celebrations just because I can share time. I can speak of anything just because it's my secure place. And also we can help in case that someone are facing a trouble. And is a place where I can be myself.
What kind of activities do you
And
do when celebrating something in your family?
for example, when someone have a birthday or baby shower, are things that I enjoy.
Alright, thank you so much. Please, who's missing? Adela, right? Yes. How did you celebrate your last birthday?
Hmm. Well, was last week, by the
Alright.
way, and I didn't want to celebrate it because I kind of feel each year is kind of sad for me. Getting older is kind of, how do you
I think it is a
say?
little bit worrying, right? Because you are getting older and
Yes,
you start
yes,
looking like, oh
yes.
my gosh.
That's why I didn't want to do anything, to just keep in my years and try to not to be in that part. And it's because also I get really anxious when people is staring at me.
Yes.
And so, but my students, they were asking, I don't know who, but they prepare me some surprises in some courses, and they give me some cakes and presents, and I appreciate that things, but I feel stressed about
Because
um,
your skin is getting wrinkled, it's becoming wrinkled, I guess, right?
yes, yeah.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much. And then the next one, please. Who's missing? Mm, anyone, right? So let's go over again. Let's start over. Uh, Camila, please, one more time, because all of them has participated. How much do you use the internet?
I use the internet all the day
Yes,
to
I
my
guess.
work, to my studies, and also to social media. Choose the social media. I think the internet.
What? Let me ask you something. What are the websites that you visit the most?
The website that I visit the most maybe Clínica Mayo, Mayo Clinic,
All right.
or MCT Manual. That are there are a medical website that I use to learn about some diseases.
Oh, really interesting.
Maybe also Medscape. Um, um, well, when I'm learning English, also Google Traductor. But I don't know if
Try to use
if
less resources like this, like ChatGPT and translators, because you have to push yourself further because you can do it. You have to increase and shape your speaking skills.
yeah, but something I forget words and I used to remember me how to say in English.
Instead of
But
learning
not all the
isolated
time.
words, instead of learning isolated words, you can start learning complete phrases, whole phrases. It is more effective. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's it. Ariel, please. Do you and your friends communicate online? And how do you communicate with them? Do you do this so
Certainly,
often?
yes, but I could communicate with my friends uh, with some online. I forgot how to say herramientas.
Tools,
Tools,
right?
so online tools, such as WhatsApp, Instagram, something like that. But it's not precisely like we we staying in touch every time. It's just more like isolate message or memes or something like that. In some occasions, it's not all the whole day. Sorry, it's not the whole day and not all days.
Yes, perfect. Nice, thank you so much. And finally, you please, Paulo, tell me, what's your favorite social networking site? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, any of these social media resources, and
Well,
why?
maybe it could be Facebook because I pass time when I'm not working. Well, because I like to watch videos and watch photos. Uh, TikTok, I don't like that. Mm, I don't know. I can find the, the enjoy of last time in TikTok. So Instagram, I don't have Instagram. I really don't like that. I only have Facebook, WhatsApp when sometimes write me for 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 to grade me, and that's all.
Alright, that's it. Okay, so it is, we finished, but before getting finished this lesson, I would like you to tell me only one tip, only some advice, because so far I have realized that you get nervous when you have to speak. Okay, I don't know why, and as I told you, nervous is your worst enemy. So you have to learn how to handle this kind of situations. Okay, so one by one, I would like you to think of an idea on how to manage properly your emotions, your nervous, when performing these speaking tasks. So please, let's start with I want to hear from you, Abigail.
Thanks, teacher. I think that is few complicated just to manage. Are nervous just because we are speaking on another language that is not our language, and it forces us just to don't be in our comfort place, and it's complicated. And also, I think that, for example, in my case, I need to perform my vocabulary, and I take your advice that just to have complete phrases that not only isolate words, and I think that is a good advice. Also, what I can tell to my classmates is first of all to enjoy the process, enjoy the privilege to speak on another language, and don't feel bad about someone that are criticize you just because we are learning. And another thing that I can tell is to avoid thinking on Spanish when you are speaking, because in Spanish we have more vocabulary, quotations, and things that are proper of our identity that maybe in English they have another sense. But those are the things that I can advise.
Yes, thank you so much, my dear Abigail. Okay, I want to hear from you to save time because I know you are together in the same computer. Please, Ariel and Camila, please tell us. What is your advice in this kind of situations to avoid getting nervous?
And maybe take a deep breath.
All right,
To
that's the first step.
yes, also um mm, thing and something
Just
that
to
you
take a
like.
deep breath, no more than that. Okay, that's. I think it's useful. All right. What about you, Ariel?
Okay, I was thinking about which phrase I could use in this case. So I would say, to me, it's clear that if you get nervous in some situation, you need to um, take a step. I'm not sure if that is the correct phrase.
What do you mean?
Como tomar un momento
To take a
to
break?
take a step. Okay, to take a break. Um, and
Keep
get
calm.
a deep breathing and try to focus again on what you're doing.
Yes. Okay. Start using speaking fillers as well. Instead of saying all of the time, you can say, "Let me think." That's an interesting question. It was on the tip of my tongue. Something like that. Okay, my dear Vanessa, please. What is your advice?
I think that the most important is lose the fear and also feel comfortable with the people that we are talking. And one advice that I like about Abigail say not in Spanish because in Spanish we have extreme vocabulary. However, in English, we have other ways to express. That's the most important. For in my case, I when you speak, I think in Spanish, so I have more time to think.
Okay, you take more time to think in your mother tongue, I guess. Okay, thank you so much. Finally, Paula, please, what is your advice?
Well, um as told Ariel, I need to take a break because I have the idea in my head, but sometimes when I feel nervous, I don't I don't remember the words, so I forget. I need to I need to take a moment for remember all the words in my head.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I was about to forget. Adela, please, what's your advice?
In my case, in this morning, I listened in a podcast about an advice exactly about this, how to get
How to
comfortable.
become fluent in English, right?
Yeah. Was about recording yourself a video to watch you
Yes,
and understand.
that is actually a technique that is called shadowing, right? Shadowing. You
Yeah,
start,
kind of,
yes,
but it's about maybe today, no?
right.
I doing a recording about what I did today. I just record myself, and I don't need to watch it even. Just get used to do it, doing it. Okay, and that's
Yes,
a good advice. I listened today, and I want to improve it in these days.
yes, that's it. Okay, my dear students, thank you so much. That's it for